got a smoothie. Alright, so welcome back everyone. I hope you all are still doing safe, staying healthy. Please keep washing your hands. We need to get through this. Okay, we're almost done. Hopefully May is the only time and we're done. We're just done in May. So anyways, this week we want to continue going on with talking about another great NBA player, Kawhi Leonard, who honestly could probably challenge Curry for this spot, but obviously playing in different positions. It's actually kind of funny for me that a 6'8" guy is considered small. But born in Los Angeles, California, in 2009, Kawhi Leonard was considered 8th overall in California in terms of small forward positions and 48th in terms of the nation. I couldn't really find much schools that were interested in Kawhi other than San Diego State, which is where he ended up choosing. So I don't know really what was going on in terms of recruitment for him, but he did such an amazing work at San Diego State. So it's amazing to see what his stats were throughout college. That being said, through his first 5 games, he did struggle a little bit at San Diego State, only scoring about 6.4 points per game, scoring about 33% from the field. But he did put up a lot of rebounds, on average through his first 5 games, putting up 7.6 rebounds per game. And just after that, and probably about, I think it was about his 6th or 7th game, he recorded his first ever double-double for San Diego State, which we will be talking about quite a bit in terms of Kawhi Leonard's career at San Diego State, with 10 points and 10 rebounds exactly. Throughout his entire freshman career, he put up 17 double-doubles, both out of conference and within conference, and ended on a season average of 12.7 points and just shy of a perfect double-double on the season at 9.9 rebounds. Kawhi led the way for San Diego State, leading them to a 22-8 to finish off the season and winning the Mountain West Conference tournament, which gave them actually an 11 seed in the tournament, where they actually faced off against Tennessee in the first round. In that game, Kawhi obviously put up a double-double with 12 points and 10 rebounds, but it was ultimately a loss to Tennessee and unfortunately having to close off this freshman career. And now Kawhi only actually played 2 years at San Diego State, so he opted to come back for his sophomore year, where he went off on double-doubles. I think pretty much getting a double-double almost every game he played this sophomore year. It would be a surprise if you could actually find a game where he did not get a double-double. And he started off the season going 21 points and 12 rebounds against Long Beach State and absolutely just dismantling them. And shortly at the start of the season, San Diego State actually was ranked 25th, not to start the season, but shortly after the first few games. And in a tight 79-76 win, Kawhi puts up 18 points and 12 rebounds over what was the number 11 ranked Gonzaga. Why do I put on these things? Why do I... Gonzaga, why? Why do I even put on these clothes? Why do you do this to me? I don't understand. Gonzaga, why? Gonzaga, can we have a little talk for a little bit, please? Why can't I wear your clothes? Why is this 2 weeks in a row that I have to take off those clothes? Come on, Gonzaga, please, just why? Just stop this. I don't want to keep talking about you in this kind of a context. God, happiness smoothie, Gonzaga, happiness smoothies, just smoothie. But actually on that team, there was actually Kelly Olynyk, who also actually made the NBA. We might actually talk about him in a future video, but he only put up 5 points that game, so he actually struggled quite a bit. And after that game, Kawhi puts up 5 straight double-doubles, going off in 19 consecutive wins for San Diego State. And after those 19 wins, Kawhi Leonard and San Diego State rose to number 4 in the rankings, where they unfortunately lost to BYU, who was in the Mountain West at the time, and unfortunately lost to them not only once but twice during that season. Now this was kind of towards the end of that kind of era where BYU was really good and really dominant. I think they actually got to the Elite Eight at least once during that time, if not Final Four. And this was really good BYU team, so to lose to them was amazing. This was BYU was ranked, I think, 7 and 9 at the times when San Diego State was playing them each time. But man, those were really tight games as well. And Kawhi did put up some pretty impressive points. And Kawhi did put up a double-double in each game, so to have that as your stat is amazing. And after the loss to BYU, they did finish off the season with 2 more wins going into the conference tournament, unfortunately just behind BYU, so they were number 2 in the Mountain West, but did end up beating them in that championship to claim the Mountain West Conference title. And it was actually just interesting because it was weird dynamic where actually BYU was actually ranked just below San Diego State, even though they both had the same conference record. BYU ended up above San Diego State just because of the matchup. So it was actually a really interesting dynamic and a really weird number system that was going on where actually the ranked team was actually ranked above but was also ranked below. That makes sense? Now, Kawhi Leonard and San Diego State enter the March Madness as a number 2 seed, going all the way to the Sweet 16, where they unfortunately lost to what ended up being the national champions, UConn. And in each of those 3 games, Kawhi Leonard was actually really close on both the last 2 games to get a double-double. Got a double-double in the first game, had 9 rebounds in the last 2 games, and unfortunately has to close off without getting a double-double. But man, this guy exploded with double-doubles the 2 years that he was at San Diego State. And that was even more apparent during his junior year when he had 15.5 points and 10.6 rebounds and shooting 44% from the field. And then Kawhi Leonard ends his San Diego State career and college career with 40 total career double-doubles, which is actually number 2 in San Diego State school history and actually tied in Mountain West Conference history. And the person who he's tied with, Andrew Bogut, who also had a very good NBA career. And this was all, and also just to clarify a little bit, Andrew Bogut did graduate from Utah, but this is when Utah was in the Mountain West. Again, there's just a whole lot of mix and matching going on, especially when it comes to the West Coast. But back to Kawhi Leonard, he actually holds the record for most Mountain West Conference double-doubles in his career and single season, with 22 in the career and 12 in a single season during Mountain West. Kawhi Leonard is also 2nd in average rebounding per game, as well as 5th in total rebounds and 7th overall in consecutive starts, and basically top 20 in everything else. So he definitely deserves to go on to the NBA. And Kawhi Leonard is having such an amazing NBA career, especially we know him from the Toronto Raptors, where he won the national championship with them not too long ago. And Kawhi Leonard was drafted 15th overall by the Indiana Pacers and was traded to the Spurs that night, where he did have a very impressive career with the Spurs, then traded to the Raptors and is now serving on the Los Angeles Clippers. Then earlier this year, San Diego State retired the number 15 of Kawhi Leonard in February 1st. So now they proudly hold up his name and his number in their stadium, and amazingly career and thanking him for everything he did for them, because it is an amazing thing where he did come into the program with the team completely unranked, was pretty dominant in Mountain West Conference, and then put them up into the top 5, which, I mean, let's talk about them today. We can even talk about a lot of the players and speculate which ones could have good NBA careers as well. But Kawhi Leonard, thank you so much. This is an awesome career that you had in college, and it's amazing to see what you're being able to do in the NBA. So thank you for representing the mid-majors so well, and we hope to see you keep going and keep doing once this all passes by, see how many double-double stats you're able to have at the end of your NBA career. But anyways, that's where we're going to end up with this one as well. Again, let me know, what do you guys think? Who should we talk about next? I still have some more names on our list that we're going to be going through, and I want to know if there's anyone that I possibly have missed so far, and I want to know who else we can be talking about in the future. And in the meantime, please, as always, please stay safe, stay healthy, and please, just these hands, just put them underwater, put them in soap, just get them all under, get underneath the nails, get under the hands, the wrist, get everywhere. Please, just wash them.